Hey guys, Metal Driver here, back with another WWE Ultimate Edition review. Today I'll be looking at the Fan Takeover Amazon exclusive Ultimate Edition Jeff Hardy. On the side you see an image of Jeff Hardy, then on the back you see two more images of Hardy, a brief bio, his finisher, a career highlight, a description of this figure, and the fan vote that produced this figure. Alright, so that was the box. Let's go ahead and open this up and take a closer look at Jeff Hardy. Alright, and here's the charismatic enigma out of the packaging. But before we take a look at the figure, let's look at the accessories that he comes with. He comes with a pair of gestured hands that Jeff Hardy does quite often. So you got the two fingers pointing out and the thumb sticking out. Paint looks good on the tattoo on the right hand. Paint from the armbands that come down to the wrist look pretty good as well. There goes one hand. Fingernails, for the most part, look pretty good, except for this one right here. Missing a little bit of black paint. A little bit of extra paint here on this finger, so that's probably where it went. Then we get the WWE Championship belt, the spinner version. So this is nicely detailed, looks really good. Some nice good paint, deco all over the belt. Mimic the diamonds and all the bling. We have received this recently with the Ultimate Edition John Cena, so it's nice that we get this with this Jeff Hardy. And then he comes with a soft goods black tank top. So this is really nice that they gave us a soft goods version instead of molding one on the figure. So that way we can take this off and have Jeff Hardy shirtless, which is something that he does quite a bit in his matches. Takes off his shirt or tank top, especially during this time. Now if you notice, there is no Velcro here. So this is very similar to Stone Cold's shirt from the Ultimate Edition figure, so you can just slip this over. So I'll go ahead and show how that looks at the end. And then looking at the alternate head sculpt, this is a screaming open mouth head sculpt, and I think Mattel did a great job on this. Paint looks really good on the face paint. The beard looks pretty good. The stubble as well. Look at the other side. Beard looks really good. Now it does appear that the left eye isn't fully painted, so that's probably just a QC issue. Hair looks really good. I like the designs on the side. Then you've got this purple and blue and blonde colors on the hair. And then looking at the head sculpt that comes on the figure, this is just a standard stoic expression, and I think it's done really well. Paint looks good on the face paint. It's got a little bit of that faded look. The lips look good, the eyes are painted better than the other head sculpt. The beard looks good on the sides here, a little bit of stubble near the chin, so that looks nice. Good designs on the side, painted really well. Same thing on the other side of the hair, and then we have the same hair color with that purple, blue, and blonde. The fading is done very well, so I think Mattel did a great job on this head sculpt. Then look at the body, it is an Ultimate Edition body, so we've got the upgraded articulation, so like the butterfly joints there. Now it does look like this body is a little bit on the bulky side for Jeff Hardy. Jeff isn't really known for being a big, massive, beefy guy, so I don't think this really fits him, but it still looks alright. We get this necklace here with his symbol, so sculpted pretty decently. Paint on the tattoos look pretty good on the arms, and it goes all the way into the shoulder here. Looks like some slight missing paint right there. Got a little bit right here near the traps. Then he does have his symbol here on the back of the shoulders onto the neck. That is painted really well. That looks good. Then we've got the armbands painted. It looks pretty decent. I do see a lot of fuzzy work around on the paint, especially right here around the line of the white. Other side doesn't look as bad. So really not perfect paint on those armbands, but that's okay. It doesn't look too bad. Fingernails are painted on both hands, and they look a little better than the alternate hands. And then you do get the tattoos here on the fingers. He's got a green belt here, painted pretty well. Not too bad. No fuzziness, no bad paint, except for a little bit right here. And then he does have that towel or some sort of fabric tied together, hanging from his back pocket. We did see this with the recent Top Picks Jeff Hardy. Now that one was very loose on mine. This one is not. So it does not fall off easily, so that's good. You get pretty much the same black pants, lower body that the other Jeff Hardys have. So sculpt work is pretty good, pretty standard. And then he does have new feet because these have the toe articulation. Paint's a little bit sloppy right here, but overall it's pretty good looking. Then going over the articulation, the head is on a ball joint, looks that high up. That far down, can turn side to side and tilt a bit. Shoulder goes that high up. Can rotate all the way around. He does have a butterfly joint which has excellent range of motion. Biceps swivel. Double jointed elbows. Pretty good range of motion there. Swivel and hinge at the wrist. A ball joint at the diaphragm. He crunches that far forward. that far back, so pretty good range there. He can slightly twist, but he does pivot. And the twisting isn't a big deal because he's got a waist swivel. Ball joints at the hips, they go that far out. That high up. There is a thigh cut. Double jointed knees. There's slight rotation here at the foot near the ankle. He has ankle pivot. Ankle doesn't really go that high up or that far down. It is limited by the plastic here. But he does have toe articulation. Alright, and here is the new Ultimate Edition Jeff Hardy next to a couple Attitude Era incarnations. The ringside exclusive Brood 2-pack, the Triple H vs. Jeff Hardy 2-pack, and it looks like these two share the same head sculpt. Elite 75 Jeff Hardy from the Ruthless Aggression era. Here he is next to a modern Jeff Hardy. And finally, the recently released Top Picks Jeff Hardy with double jointed elbows. Alright, what are my final thoughts on the new Ultimate Edition Jeff Hardy figure? I really love this figure. Is it perfect? No. I do think that the torso is a bit on the big side, and with this tank top on it does look even bulkier than before. But honestly, that's really the only issue I have with this. The articulation is great, the head sculpts look good on the figure, and it really captures one of my favorite incarnations of Jeff Hardy during this late 2000s run. So this is definitely a figure you do not want to miss out on, especially since that whole fiasco with Amazon with this figure and the Hulk Hogan was just a crazy mess. We never really got a concrete date on when this would be released. They kept just popping up randomly and it would immediately sell out. So if you did not get a chance to pre-order this, try and get it at a reasonable price or see if Amazon will get any new sets because you don't want to miss out on this. So I can almost guarantee that this figure will spike up in price in the aftermarket. And if you don't believe me, just look at the last Amazon exclusive Ultimate Edition that we got, which was The Rock. And that figure ranges between $200 and $300 currently. So I say definitely pick this up and add it to your collection. If you haven't done so already, like this video and subscribe. If you want to get a shout out in the next video, just leave a comment down below. Just like Hanaroni Hime said, left a nice comment on my Young Bucks review. They said their favorite part of my reviews are the photo collages at the end. They're like a little treat to look forward to after the review. Just feels like you have a lot of fun posing them, and the added crowd drop makes them feel so realistic. So Hanaroni Hime, if I said that right, if you're watching, I appreciate the comment. I do have fun when I take pictures, although some poses can be a pain in the butt, but I do enjoy them. Follow me on social media so you can be up to date with all my wrestling figure photography, and I'll see you next time.